hello. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi, Chum. Hi, Kiryu. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Ilya. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lumbar of the Void. Thanks for joining. Today, we are going to be doing some fan art of some VTubers. A lot of them are mutuals. I think anyone who wasn't a mutual, I'm pretty sure I followed as well. So, whatchamacallit. All of these people, I'm very excited to draw. How's everybody's day, actually? Everyone's day? Is it going well? Yeah? Today, for me, it was a little bit of a weird day. I actually had, like, the old owner of the current place that I'm living in showed up at our door and just wanted to chit-chat. How about you? Yeah, it's going well. Tired? Oh. Hope you get a good rest tonight, at least. But, let me set up the drawings first, and then I can get it started. Because it was weird. They just came up out of nowhere. Let's see who I should do first. Were they nice, though? They were lovely. Yeah, it was actually really fun. Alright, let me pull this up. So, how should I do this, actually? Maybe I'll just... I'm gonna move my monitor a bit to the side. I keep knocking it over yesterday. Not yesterday. The last time I did a drawing stream. This is... Chum's Kiwi, I'm pretty sure. Let me do that this way. Alright. I can do some doodles here. Who are you drawing first? I'm drawing Chum's, I think, Kiwi here? The little bird guy. It's super cute. I really like it. When I saw it, I went, ah, it's so cute. Day has been good. I saw an art stream and needed to join. Oh, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm glad your day's been going really well. Yeah. I'm excited to draw everybody. I really like seeing like rigs and stuff and like character design, so I'm really excited to take a doodle. Your notification is still telling you we're debuting now. Really? Oh my gosh. I remember changing it. I think it must be some kind of bug. I have to take a look. I'm still trying to figure out this whole like stream setup stuff. I don't know how things work. Week-long debut. In fact, the debut never ends. Maybe. It's just gonna last forever, huh? It's Chum, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. How should I do this? I think... Let's see. Maybe I'll have the little guy just kind of going. I'm not good with animals, though, so I'm sorry. This is probably not gonna look the best. But let's see. Oh yeah, so the lady who came by and just came out of nowhere. I was at home working on some stuff, and my roommate Mars went to answer the door when the doorbell rang. And I thought maybe we got a package or something. And then I hear like this nice lady's voice. And I heard her say like, oh, I used to be the owner of this place. And something along the lines of like, can I come in and chit chat? And then they didn't know what else to say, I think, because feels really weird to say no, but also like say yes. So they let them in, and I didn't say this looks. I'm doing a terrible job, but she came in, and my roommate called me over. It's like, "Do you want to meet the other owner that used to live here?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess, yeah." So I say hello, and she just starts to give a tour of our house. And she just kind of walks around the whole place and starts pointing things out and all the stuff that she renovated while she was living here. And it was really cute, actually. She was really nice. I had a really good time. She pointed out a lot of the stuff in like the living room and like the windows that she changed and stuff. And it was really funny too, because she'd look at some things and she'd be like, "Oh, I like that update you did." Yeah. Like, we added like a carpet to part of our staircase so the dogs don't slip. And she was like, "Oh, that's really smart." And I thought in my head, yes, because I really wanted a rug there. Anyway, I just thought it was so funny. And she hung out for quite a bit. But yeah, we ended up exchanging numbers. So hopefully next time I see her, maybe I can see her place and comment on her decor. But she was really nice. It was such a strange thing to happen though. I don't think I ever had that before. Make it a chubby little guy. Make it a chunker, huh? I can try and do that. Ooh, I know what I can do actually. I'm making it like fuzzy though, but it's only... I'm waiting for this to turn into a homeowner scandal story. No, I think it ended up being just like a really fun time. She did talk about the garden a lot because she was really into gardening. And she pointed out a lot of the plants that were in there. And she was really sad for a lot of the plants that were actually taken out. I think the landlords probably did something with it before we moved in, but I thought it was so interesting. What a good thing to happen. Yeah, it was such a fun thing. I feel like one of those weird moments in life. Hi, hello, sorry couldn't chat earlier. Needed to clean. Such a majestic bird, son. Oh, it's okay. It's glad to have you here now. Thanks for joining. Your little bird is so cute. I kind of want to... make it squished. Small bird. Squish. Also, I don't think I mentioned it when I made the requests for the references, but feel free to use the art I made of you guys once I'm done. Just make sure you could tag me or something, but you could use it however you like after. Chubby burb. This is so cute. I was worried it wouldn't turn out very well. I'm actually really liking it. Oh, you know what else happened? Oh, somebody else. Is it too late to submit a PNG to draw? No, you can go ahead and submit it. Yeah, I posted on Twitter. So if you want to post it under there, because I'm kind of just going through. Yeah, I can draw if you like. Yeah, feel free. Okay. Let me do the next one here. I'm trying to figure out in what order I should do this so I don't forget. Or I don't miss anybody. Alright. Doot doot squish. Is this a kiwi? This is Chum's little birdie. I think it's a kiwi. I've been calling it a kiwi. It's very cute. Let's move on to the next one here. Okami? It's Okami? I love her rig so much. It's so pretty. Bought some kiwis today. The bird or the fruit? Love the fluffy coat. Yeah, that was what I was looking at too. I really like it. I think I just like the floof specifically as well, the jacket. I think it just adds a lot of drama. But this morning, actually, or last night I should say, I had a dream within a dream. So I had one dream, woke up to another dream, and then I woke up in real life. And that was really, really strange. I don't think I ever had that happen to me before. Oh! I recognize you! Lubar, oh my gosh, I recognize your rig! Me and my roommate, Mars, we went crazy over your rig. We thought it was so cool. Oh, how funny. Anyway. I had the dream within a dream, and then when I woke up, I didn't even know where I was. I was so confused. Because I have a thing where I always have, like, I have a lot of mundane dreams where I'm just, like, going about my daily life. It's that, or, like, I'll have the occasional nightmare, but even then, sometimes it's just, like, the nightmare is just a mildly annoying dream. Oh no, I hate those kinds of dreams. They normally come along with sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is so scary. I think I only had that happen to me like twice. And the first time, luckily I knew about it prior. Like, I think I heard about it not long before it happened to me the first time. And that was really, like, scary. I was, like, awake and I couldn't move. And I think I couldn't breathe. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And I don't know how, but eventually it went away or something like that. But that was really scary. Thanks. Ah, no problem. Bad dreams of another dream. Yeah, that's what it felt like for this morning. Because the first dream was a nightmare, and then after that it was a mundane dream. Yeah. I remember, I had this one dream where I thought I was backpack shopping for school. I think it was just because I was really excited to get a new backpack. So in the dream, I was shopping, and then what happened was that the fire alarm went off. It ended up being a false alarm, but I hear like the echo of my voice on Streamlabs. It's super distracting. But in the dream, since I could hear the fire alarms, and I think I was like kind of in a weird state where I was like awake but also like still kind of asleep, I was dreaming of the fire alarm going off in the dream, and I was like, oh, we gotta leave the store. So I started leaving the store. You could turn that off. Yeah, but I think I like to have it just a little bit. I think it was just too loud for me, because... Oh, I don't know if you can hear my dog, but I want to make sure that you guys can hear me on the mic sometimes, because sometimes I can talk really, really quiet. Before I started streaming, my mic used to always have to be like really close to my face, because I mumble a lot. So I'm trying not to mumble. But yeah, I think if it gets really annoying though, I might do that. This person has Anarchy energy. Anarchy? I don't know what that means. Is that like a... Is that a person? What other dreams did I have, though? A bunch of, like, very silly ones. This is such a cozy and pleasant stream. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, older sister energy? Rather than mommy energy. Are you talking about Okami? She does have, like, older sister energy to me. I haven't been able to watch her streams live yet. I think it's because she's probably in a different time zone. 'Cause she's always streaming. It would be like 6 a.m., 8 a.m. Like, really early in the morning for me. But I watch her VODs, and I really like it. She does a lot of ASMR, I think. I remember another really weird dream that I had was, this is weird. I had a dream, because when I was younger, I really like making comics. So at one point, I wanted to do a relationship between, like, a parent and a child. And I was trying to think really, really hard, because I was, like, 14 at the time or something like that. So I had no idea what it's like to be a parent, and it was supposed to be from the parent's point of view. So I was trying really hard to understand what it's like to be a parent. So when I was falling asleep, I was thinking about that. And in the dream, I had a dream that I was pregnant, and I was like so stressed out because it was so vivid. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then when I woke up, I still thought I was pregnant. And then it occurred to me, I'm like, wait, no, that was a dream. And it was the wildest thing. I think for like 30 minutes, I legitimately thought I was gonna have a child. But I also have a lot of dreams like that where it's like I wake up and I think it's real. Not really like vivid, I guess. I just think it's real. I also had that about a puppy. I thought I had a puppy, and I was so excited because I'm not really good with animals, I feel like. I'm better with them now, but when I was younger, I wasn't. And in the dream, I was thinking like, oh, this puppy probably doesn't love me. But then it followed me to a store, and I was like, oh, maybe it does actually like me. And then, at one point, the dog looks up at me with like the biggest puppy eyes and said, I love you, in English. And I was like, oh my gosh, it said the words. Yeah, it really does love me. And I was so happy, I cried, and then I woke up crying because I was so happy. That sounds terrifying. It was kind of terrifying with the baby dream. We just heard a bark 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I just came back from walking the dog, and my dog is in a huge mood right now. She still, I think, has a little bit of the zoomies. She always does, to be honest. Even if you try and tire her out, she'll still find room to play. Have you guys ever had any, like, what is it? Like, really vivid dreams where when you woke up, you thought it was real? I'm trying to think what else I had, because I had a bunch of those. Those were just the two that, like, really stand out to me. Because, like, I basically came up with, like, another being in my life. And I was, like, very sure that I was gonna meet someone new or I had somebody, you know? Like, whether or not it was, like, a child or another dog. It was really weird. I think I had a lot of shopping dreams. Like that, buying the school bag. Sorry, what was the question again, Professor? I was wondering if anyone had any, like, super mundane dreams where they were just kind of going about their day. Because I have a lot of, like, shopping dreams, I think, where I'm, like, going out and shopping for something. A lot of my dreams are related to, like, whatever I'm thinking about the night before. So, if I'm thinking about how I need to get something done, I'll probably dream about that. I forgot she doesn't have ears. Should remove that. Shopping dreams. I got interrupted by a phone call in the middle of the dream this morning, where a former classmate was inviting me to a singles matchmaking event. Oh my gosh, that sounds kind of wild. That also sounds like it wouldn't be too far off from, like, real life. Someone being like, you want to join me on this, like, weird thing? It's late for me, so I'm half asleep, but I'm here, and I have the stream open on my laptop. Oh, okay. If you're tired, though, you can go ahead and go to sleep. I don't want to keep people up. I know that, like, I'm trying to keep my sleep schedule right now. But I've been really having trouble sleeping, I think. I've been falling asleep around, like, 3 a.m. I go to bed around, like, 12 or 1, though. But I think I've just been thinking about stuff a lot. My body just naturally tries to fight going to sleep. Yeah, I've been busy a lot. Honestly, it was kind of a bad time for me to debut because, like, I think I mentioned it in a couple of streams. I've been working overtime just because it's hard for me to say no. They ask me, like, you want to help out? Yeah, I want to. So, I've been going to my regular job and then I'll do my overtime, and then after that, I'll rush to get everything done, and then walk the dog if I can. If not, Mars will help me out, and then I will run to stream for, like, I think recently it's been about 2 hours. But I'm still having fun. I'm just a little tired, but I think I might space out streams a bit more for next week. I do plan to actually, next week I do want to play a scary game. Because after the debut and chatting with you guys, I'm like, actually it would be really fun for me to play something spooky. I think I want something exciting to happen. What music track are you using for the BGM? I'm using, let's see. Obsidian. Oh, it's by Obsidian Wasp. Let's meet outside the tavern. I think. Is it in my description? Oh yeah, it's part of that UTALIVE free BGM music, so you can download it for free if you go to their website. MC101, yeah. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts BGM for some reason. Oh really? I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but I always wanted to. I really like the art style. I remember when I first saw the game, I really liked I think the feet, because they have like big feet, right? That's part of their thing. And after that, for like the longest time, I would draw characters with really, really big shoes because I thought it was really cute. There's a bunch of games I've been wanting to play recently. What was the spooky games that I was actually planning? I had a couple. I think I was debating between Outlast, Five Nights at Freddy's, or Spooky's House of Horrors, I think. At first, I wanted to do Five Nights at Freddy's, but I thought about it more. And since I was like so obsessed with the game, I remember getting really into the first one. So I feel like I don't know how scared I'll be with the first game if I know how to play it. Because realistically, I do know how to play the first one. I might still be spooked, but I kind of want to be scared a little bit. Not too much. That's the thing. I want like a healthy amount of scare. Spooky game collab? Maybe. I'm thinking about it first. I want to figure out how to set up collab stuff. So I'm gonna hold off on like collabing, I think, for like at least until I sort it out, maybe within like the next week. I just need to find time to figure out how to set it up for streams and stuff. I do want to do some like spooky collabs. That would be fun. Any horror. I love them all. Easier said than done. I don't want to get too spooked though, because I was thinking Outlast might be fun, but realistically, I might just like be too scared to move. That reminds me of another thing. I remember when I was in school, one of the teachers brought a VR set because they were trying to show us how to use VR with art. And I was so bold. I wanted to play the scary games in VR because I thought it wouldn't be that bad. And that was before I realized how much of a baby I was. After like time passed and a little bit, I played more games and everything, I realized I'm actually a huge scaredy cat. And I think also just as I got older, I got more and more spooked. But my friends decided to put on like those like experience things where they're kind of just taking you through a story, or like, what would you call it? Kind of like those roller coaster, like those like video game roller coaster rides or something. It's similar like that, but I was like on the top of a skyscraper and I was so scared. I couldn't move and I was sweating and I couldn't even ask like anybody to turn it off because I was too scared to speak. I was so scared the entire time. I was like frozen and everyone saw me just like slowly fall apart and they were like, is she okay? Lemon, you doing good? And I couldn't respond. It was terrible. And then I learned the hard way. You have to go easy on yourself with VR. It's so scary. Just play Minecraft on hardcore. I can't even play it on like the regular one. It's also scary, and I'm also very bad at it. I kind of want to start playing it, though. I do miss it. I really do, like, enjoy playing Minecraft, but I'm just kind of bad at it. I could try. Maybe I'll do some research, or would that ruin it? I don't know. I want to play Minecraft, though. I want to play the newest update so bad. Yeah, those are the games that are on my mind. Minecraft. I want to play Outlast at some point, whether or not it's by myself, but with some moral support. I do, like I mentioned, I wanted to do collab stuff. I kind of want to play Phasmophobia in a collab sometime. I'm kind of worried about the mic situation, because Phasmophobia has like an issue where the mic kind of gets like squeaky. So I'm kind of worried about that now that I think about it. But I think it's something to do with like my mic. Like the model with the game. I'm not sure. But any other games? Oh yeah, Spooky's House of Horrors. I think Spooky's House of Horrors would like end me. Because it's such a long game and it's so scary. I got so obsessed with ghosts one time until I experienced a real one that I never wanted to share, but in the end, I still like the horror genre. That sounds so scary. I think, one of my friends, I think somebody mentioned to me recently, they were asking me about ghosts. I think I only had maybe like one ghost experience, enough where I could like remember it vividly. But it was kind of weird. I don't think people believe it's like what I experienced was a ghost, because it was just kind of like a nuisance rather than like actually scary or like freaky. But to me it felt really freaky. But when I was younger, I was playing with a doll, and with the dolls I usually play by myself in my room alone, because I was really self-conscious about other people watching me play with dolls. But I was alone, right? And then I wanted them to play hide and seek with each other, so I put one in a drawer, and there was like the two drawers, because it was like a nightstand. So there's the top drawer and then the lower drawer, and I put the doll in the top drawer, I think, or something like that. And obviously I play with the other dolls, and the dolls are trying to find that doll I just put in the drawer. And eventually, when it came time to find the doll, I was looking for it in that top drawer, and it wasn't there. And I was so confused, because I like remember very clearly putting it in the right drawer. And I checked all the drawers, and it wasn't there. And it wasn't until like much later when I found it in the drawer below. And the reason why I think it's a ghost is, for one, I checked all of the drawers, and I checked everywhere around the room, and I remember putting it in that top drawer. And it wasn't till later when I found it, and it was in like the right spot, but it was a little bit off. So it's like the ghost was trying to put it in the right spot, like thinking that, oh, if I put it in the right drawer, they'll think, oh, I must have missed it, but they messed up. So that's why I think it might be a ghost. I'm spending a long time on Okami. Let me just get this here. Okay, let's go on to the next person. Let's see, who else do I have here? Okay. Okay. Hi, Jeff Leezy, thank you. Sleepwalking and hiding your own belongings. I've only done that once, but it was terrifying. Oh my gosh, sleepwalking sounds really scary. Because, like, people do all kinds of stuff when they're asleep, right? Like, sleepwalking. I saw on TikTok this one lady who really likes to film herself sleepwalking, and she does so much, like, funny stuff when she's asleep. It's so strange. Like, it really looks like she's just awake, but she's just goofing around. Yeah, it feels like it would be really scary though. You like woke up and I'm like probably you're in a different spot, or maybe like the house might have shifted or something, or like something might have moved around. I really like Estrella's like concept. I really like the stars. I think that's really cute. Whenever I do like character designs, I feel like I always miss out on a good opportunity to use like nice patterns in clothes. I wonder why. I think it's because I get distracted with like the silhouette. I don't think about the clothes. But having like a nice pattern or a nice texture, I feel like makes a big difference. Drawing one side of the head is really easy, but as soon as I have to flip it, suddenly it gets a bit difficult. Maybe my brushes too. Then I find working with a really fat brush first a lot easier for me. And I just try and thin it out more and more. I think that's a thing though, isn't it? People always recommend when you're doing like a rough plan for your art to first just, what's it called? To like draw like a really small thumbnail. I think my equivalent of that is just using a really fat brush. So then I don't have to resize full canvas. This is so fun. I really enjoy drawing everyone's character. Finding a comfortable software. Yeah. I'm a really huge fan of Clip Studio, actually. For the longest time, I was like jumping around from program to program. I think I mentioned that before as well. When I was in school, my classmates tried really hard to teach me Photoshop because I work as an animator, so the industry standard is Photoshop when you're doing like designs and stuff. And I had such a hard time with it. I think I was throwing a little bit of a fit with it because Photoshop is like well known for being like bloatware and like kind of being like a pain in the butt. So in my head I was like, I don't even want to deal with it. That just sounds exhausting. Plus it's expensive. And I didn't have any money. I was like, why would I learn a program that I can't even afford? But I learned, I think, like the basics. Enough to like use it, I guess. But I definitely struggle. I think part of it too is that there's just like a lot of extra tools that, because I think it's made for, not for drawing actually, right? It's made for photography and everything like that. So there's a lot of other stuff. What I do like about Photoshop is that they have that stamp tool. I don't think they have that with Clip Studio. That would be nice though. Do you use Clip Studio for work too? No, for work, I use a different program. I use Clip Studio for my personal work. It would be cool though if people use Clip Studio for their job. Especially because I feel like in people's personal lives, I see a lot of people using Clip Studio more. I'm really jittery from my bubble tea. I got bubble tea finally. I think I've been wanting it for probably like 3 days or something. I've been thinking about it a lot. This time I got something a little bit different though, because usually I like to get passion fruit. This time I got the brown sugar milk. You know, the one that everyone likes to order? Brown sugar milk. Brown sugar pearls with milk, something like that. I got the hot one though. Another fun thing, actually, that I wanted to talk about, because I was talking about it with one of my roommates. Stuff that we wish our family or our parents would push us to do more. You know how, like, your parents usually push you to take some sort of class or to study something more? When I was younger, I always wanted to learn music, and I always wanted to learn language. I would say language is probably more, like, stronger. I wanted to learn another language, probably since I was entering middle school, which was a long time. But not unsurprisingly, like, I haven't learned any other language, but I have been very persistent about it. I think what happens is that I get distracted and I want to learn too many things. So if I do learn something in a language, I start to hop on to another before I even get a chance to learn anything. I think part of it though is because when I was really, really, really young, I did go to like, oop, I glitched there, to, what is it, a French immersion school. But that was for a very, very short period of time. And I only learned the basics of French. Like, whatever you learn in, like, high school, I probably learned a lot less than that. Like, I knew colors, I knew how to sing in certain French songs. What else did I know? Obviously to count. I'm sure I knew a couple of other things, but I didn't remember anymore. Oh god, painful memories of violin. BRB, need to get food. Can't miss this moment. Ooh, okay. See you in a bit. Ooh, glitch. Yeah, I freaked out there, didn't I? Ooh. But I really wanted to learn language. So I think it's because of like being in French immersion and realizing I could have actually learned French if I took more than maybe like 1 year of French class. But I wanted to learn French because even actually, yeah, I think it was even younger, because from what I heard from my parents, apparently I was the one who was like, please put me in French, I want to learn French, which kind of lines up because my parents never really cared if I learned French specifically. They would like I learned another language, but none of them spoke French, so it would be strange, I feel like, if they wanted me to just suddenly take French immersion class. To me at least, they didn't seem like that type of person. But after French, I wanted to learn Japanese, which is not surprising because that's when I started watching a lot of anime. And then was it? Yeah, it was. And then I think in middle school, eventually, I got really into K-pop. I feel like a lot of people have done that. They got into like anime or K-pop or both, and then suddenly they want to learn Korean or Japanese. And then Korean I realized was really hard, so that ended very quickly. But Japanese I stuck through a bit, and I actually learned the alphabet on my own. And then when I actually took a Japanese class in school, I was like, oh, I'm a little bit ahead with certain things. I'm gonna forget it so I can be on the same level as the other kids, which was really dumb thinking about it. It kind of reminds me of that like Simpsons clip of like Bart being like, oh, I learned Spanish so we can visit like this like one country, and then Marge was like, that's the wrong language, it's Portuguese. And he was like, oh, okay, and then he tries to forget it, and then he forgets it all. Are you good at Japanese? No, I'm not. I don't think so. At one point, I was like, okay, I think. But even then, it's very basic. I could survive, I think. I was just thrown into, like, a Japanese city, and I needed to get back home. I probably could find my way back. But, like, I don't think I could survive there. If you asked me to get a job, I would not be able to. Or, like, have a meaningful conversation with people. I don't think so. But, yeah. Eventually, when I was a little bit older, I decided to learn Korean again because a lot of my friends are actually Korean. And one of them, I wanted to get along with their family more because they seemed really nice, and I was very close to that friend. So I tried to learn Korean so I could get along with everybody. So that's my current thing that I'm focusing on right now. And I've been studying Korean for 2 years. And I'm still bad at it. I hired a tutor and everything. I was so ready to be the best of the best and learn it all. I got into like a slump, I think, a year in. And I think the issue is that, for one, I'm too scared to speak Korean because my accent is really, really bad. It's pretty terrible, which means I should practice more, but I think it's just because I'm really scared to talk to people. So, trying to speak Korean, especially was like another thing that like stressed me out. So I didn't get that far. So I'm trying to be more like comfortable speaking Korean. Because honestly, if I just speak it, I'll probably be better at remembering things and stuff like that. I've just focused on being very good at English. My brain isn't wired for other languages. Yeah, I feel like my brain isn't wired for like Korean, and I'm still struggling a lot. Yeah. I feel like English is honestly, like, English and Chinese are really, really difficult languages. I always get surprised when people say that, like, not surprised, I guess. I get, like, it's kind of like, oh, that's really hard to do whenever people talk about learning English, because from what I hear, a lot of it is just, like, immersion. Because whatever you see in your textbooks, it's nothing like what you hear, right? And, like, I don't know. It just sounds really difficult. Every time I think about, like, what my life would be like if I did know English, just kind of go like, I would not be able to. Especially knowing how bad I am at learning languages. Even though I'm so, like, desperate. It's very different than English. Don't be too harsh on yourself. You're doing fine. Don't worry too much. I'm alert. Food's here. Okay, enjoy your meal. Even just putting in the effort to learn a second language is super admirable. My DM lets my characters learn 5 languages. Or learns languages in 5 weeks of study. Why can't I? Yeah, languages are really hard. Because you can put in so much effort and time, but like, you know, just doing the wrong strategy can really mess you up. And you also have to, like, actively remember it as well. Like, it can kind of fade and you can sometimes forget a lot of the stuff, right? It really is its own thing. I do still like trying to learn, though, like another language. Even if I do really bad at it, because I feel like it uses a different part of my brain that I don't get to use anymore. Because I'm just doing a lot of doodles. I don't get to use a lot of, like, the logical part, and I feel like it kind of does something with that. So, yeah. Speaking of DMs, though, I really want to play D&D again. I always wanted to be a DM, but I don't think... I'm not really the best at creating stories. I'm also... I feel like I'm not the best storyteller, but I think it would be fun to learn. I've definitely played D&D before, and that's been really fun. The first time I played D&D, I got mad at another player because they followed me into a booby trap and I got triggered. And I was so mad, I was like, I want to hit them. And I hit them in the game. But I did a really good roll or something like that, and I almost killed them. And I felt so bad. I started to cry because I wasn't allowed to take it back. And it was just in a moment of pure anger, and I learned my lesson immediately after that. I was like, oh, I can't goof around too much, because it has very realistic feeling of, like, consequences. Oh, just realized your model has eyebrows. Yeah, very sparse ones. You see? I think they're kind of cute, though. I'm a forever DM. Love it. Yeah, I feel like once you figure it out, everyone wants you to be DM. I also feel like once you start, it must be really fun. I know some really, really good DMs. I just wish... Oh, I wish I had more time to play, like, longer campaigns, though. I've played one, like, I guess just one campaign. And then I played one one-off, and I think that was about it. Or was it? I might have played 2 one-offs. They were always so fun. I love D&D. You could just start with a one-shot. That's what I was thinking. Maybe, like, I would try, but I don't know. I think I have to see who I would be DMing. Because you know how there's, like, certain people who are really good at just digging around your world and, like, making you come up with stuff on the spot? I'm not that good at, like, coming up with stuff on the spot. I do want to try. I think once I get a little bit more time, I might try and do that. My last character was super cute, though. And the last campaign I was doing, I was, like, what's that character? It's like half dragon, half human, and then what else? Oh, the whole, like, shtick was that it was he was basically, like, a hustler. He just really likes making money. And he was, like, a 16-year-old boy who was just trying to grind to make his money and make his dough. And his dream was to meet Jeff Bezos. But in the game, it was, like, Jeff Jeffrey Bezonin or something silly like that. And everywhere he'd go, he'd ask people like, have you seen this man? And I was trying to make him all like, he was supposed to be like a little bit annoying, but like endearing, but I think I just made him annoying. So I think by the end of it, I was like exhausted as well. I was like, man, this is not who I want to be. But me and like another person had like, we were both like half dragon, half human, and we kind of like tied our lore like not together, but we were trying to make it so they kind of complement somewhat well, or like not really complement, they're like opposites, but it did not work very well because our characters ended up hating each other so much and we got into a scuffle, and then my character ran off crying and went to bed sad because he was so upset, and it was so silly. Oh my gosh. Draconic bloodline, sorcerer, or homebrew race. It was from the player's handbook. That's usually what I end up referencing. So it'll probably be the Draconic bloodline sorcerer, I'm pretty sure. Dragonborn? Oh, you know what? It's probably Dragonborn. Yeah, I think that's it. From a fist fight into fast friends? No, I think my character had a complicated relationship where like he really wanted to be friends with the other dragon guy, because I think in the lore or something like that, like the two dragons were part of like two tribes that were like against each other or something like that. But he really wanted to be friends with him because he also thought he was really cool. But the issue was that the other dragon didn't like him because he was a kid and he was being really annoying. But my character was like, you're really mean, but you're kind of like, but I want to be this like cool guy. Something like that. It's been a while since I played that campaign. I keep getting distracted. I'm supposed to be like, I can chat and draw, but I just get... you can't really see it, but I'm doing a lot of hand gestures. You flavor Dragonborn then? You probably had a chromatic versus metallic. Yep, that's probably it. Yeah. My dream character would be... I think there's like a tortoise character. I saw one of my friends play that. That's the dream. But I don't think it's part of the player's handbook, so I don't have a lot of information on it. But that's my dream. I want to be like a cool turtle tortoise who's just kind of vibing, you know? Infinite AC Turtle. Available for play. Officially published. Maybe I'll try and do that then. Make a dexterity saving throw. Isn't there this other game? I think it's supposed to be kind of like D&D, but like a lot more simplified, and it's like a card game. I think it's called Munchkin. I remember I knew some people who played that game, and I also vaguely remember playing it, but only once. There's like a couple of like lighter versions of D&D. I feel like that might be fun to try sometime. But I like D&D a lot because, of course, it's like a lot more common, so I feel like it's easier to jump in. It's also nice because I know so many people who play it, so if I'm ever struggling, I can just go to them and they'll help me out. D&D for dummies. That's me. I need it simplified. Whenever I'm playing, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just there to have a good time. Okay, let me get the glasses here. Then I can probably move on to the next person. Okay. Brother Rain. I like your character design a lot. I like how, like, cool looking you come off. Is this the rate at which you normally doodle, or are we slowing you down? I feel like I'm a little bit faster because I'm not changing the poses a lot. Because I don't usually stick with the first thing I draw. I usually draw like 20 different types and then decide what I want. But I also feel like I'm slowing myself down a lot by chatting. But usually when I doodle, I am usually chatting with people. It's just usually on Discord. So it's not too far off. I think somehow I'm always getting a little bit distracted. I'm actually not good at drawing guys, so hopefully it turns out well. I feel like guys are just a little bit difficult. I think the reason why I struggle so much is because, like, they're a little bit more boxier, while, like, girls can be a little bit more softer. And of course it can, like, vary depending on, like, because gender can be quite fluid, but I feel like more masculine bodies are a little bit more difficult for me because they just tend to be a lot more, like, boxy with a lot more straight lines. I also feel like the energy's a little bit different. I try to make them cool looking as well, like Brother Rain here, but I feel like I'm better at drawing like cute girls, like very like woo energy. So hey, that's me. It's hard to type with one hand. Handsome boy. My friend draw it like that. Morning. Good morning! Good morning, Mimi-chan-09. Hello! When you were drawing and the person you draw is looking felt like. Didn't Disney release, like, what's it called? It's an Otome game? Like a visual novel? Like a bunch of, like, really cute animal guys that you can try and romance or something like that. I saw it on the App Store and I was really confused. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm like, it's no problem. Thanks for joining Mars. Hello. Ohio. The Furry Bible. Is that the name of it? I don't know the name. I have to look it up later. That was so funny when I saw like the Disney thing though. So you wouldn't expect that. Kind of like that Colonel Sandler's like visual novel. I butchered the name for something. The KFC guy. And like, he has a visual novel. I played it. It was wild. I remember I streamed it on Discord for me and my friends to watch together, or like to play together. And we were all in awe the entire time. We had no idea what was happening. No, it's definitely not. KFC guy. Yeah. That was such a strange game. I love like really weird visual novels though. I'm not a huge visual novel person, but I like the really funny ones. With like, I think there's like one with like a horse. I always wanted to play that one. I haven't gotten around to it yet. And I downloaded the bird one. Hatsoful Boyfriend. But I don't think I started it. I think I wanted to and it just never got around to it. And I think there's a new one that I saw where it's like you're dating like some kind of like octopus girl. That one also sounds really funny. It's looking a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, I'm so glad. I keep thinking that I'm gonna get too nervous when I'm drawing, but everything's turning out okay. I look like a delinquent in a manga. Awesome. You give off main character vibes. Oh, and you have the little swoop in your head. What do you call this? It's called the cowlick or something, right? Cute. What should I draw? I think it's too high. I made it look like a horn. Maybe if I make it more subtle. There you go. Look at that aura. Yeah, yours is a lot easier than I thought. I like how it looks. Yeah. I don't know know if you look like the delinquent. I feel like you count off more of like, you know, the really nice guy in manga. Like you'd want to be friends with him. It's that kind of energy. Very friendly. I think I made you look a lot more friendly. Yeah, I have a hard time drawing cool looking people. You definitely come off a lot more friendlier. Let me push this. Oh. This way. Let's see. Oh, this one's really cute. There you go. Let me get the username here. Her rig is really cute. May Muscaria. She's pre-debut, so she hasn't debuted yet. I love the design. Oh, so creative. Nice guy, but has an unspeakable evil spirit within his body. Oh my gosh, I can see that. There's like more to him than it may seem. Bow down to my own doodle. I'm a continuity. Okay, sounds good. I think I'm just a sucker for like mushroom designs. I don't know if you guys have ever been like, what's it called? Like mushroom hunting? No, not, I don't think that's the word. When you like look for mushrooms. Foraging, I guess. That was really fun. I did that once with a couple of my friends who were really into it for a short period. And usually I don't like going outside, but I think it's kind of like I spy. So I ended up enjoying it a lot more than I did. And I basically would just walk around because we were hiking basically, and I just point at every mushroom I would see. I was also really scared to touch them because I didn't know how to like identify them, and I also didn't want to just pluck random mushrooms. So I just point at them and I'm like, look at it. And we took a couple mushrooms home to try and like get like a print of it, because you can get a print of it or something like that. I don't know the proper name, and you can identify with that along with a bunch of other stuff, like what kind of mushroom it is and if it's like edible or if it's poisonous and stuff. Mushrooming, mushroom picking, and mushroom foraging. Yeah, that's it. But it's so interesting how big mushroom foraging is here, because when my friends were first into it, they were like, oh, let's get this book on it. So we go to the bookstore, and it was a small bookstore, and they mentioned it, and the owner was like, oh yeah, I love that stuff. And he starts going on talking about mushrooms and recommending like which books to get and stuff. And I thought it was so funny. I'm like, I did not know this was a huge thing. And I swear, when we were out there, everyone knew what we were up to. They were like, oh yeah, like you should check out like this. You can find this kind of mushroom here. And they talk about their mushroom foraging experiences. And it's just a thing that everyone seems to be doing here. I didn't even know it was so, the community was so big. But that was really interesting. Right now we're trying to grow our own mushrooms in the bucket. Or my roommates are. I'm just kind of watching. But from what it looks like, hopefully it'll go well. I'm a little bit worried because we had it for about a month now, and I think we were supposed to see some little shoots coming in, but it hasn't come in yet. Maybe just needs more time, but it is their first time growing mushrooms. I'm hoping to not grow mushrooms, but to grow some like other produce. Like I think I got cucumber seeds. I bought a tomato plant. I also bought a bell pepper plant. And I bought a bunch of herbs. Half the herbs died though, because I got too busy and I forgot to water. And they need a lot of water compared to everything else. But I'm that person who always tries to grow produce. And partway through the year, it starts to fade out, that urge. You can tell I'm a lot more confident with like the cuter characters. You can tell because I'll do like a really rough and then I'll draw the doodle. Even though it's supposed to be a doodle, I keep treating it like a lot more serious. But you can tell if I'm confident because I'll just draw and just go right ahead, or I'll draw like an extra outline draft. How many avatars have already been drawn? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 5. This is my 5th one. I've been going a lot slower than I thought. I thought I would be like whipping these up, but I'm taking my sweet time apparently. This is a chill stream. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm having a real good time. It's fun to just chat and draw. It's definitely something I've really enjoyed doing over the past couple years, couple months. Chill streamer. Thank you. I like your little emote of like the eye. That's kind of fun. Emotes sound like a lot of fun to draw. I really enjoy actually drawing like Discord stickers. Is it stickers? No, the emojis. Those are really fun. I should share one day some of the stickers that I keep calling them stickers. The emojis that I've done for like my like friend group. I'm very proud of them. I don't know if you guys ever got this urge to do. To me, it kind of feels like something that people would usually like want to do for like a split second, but only like a few of them actually take it kind of seriously. But it's like game design and like making games. That was something that I was very into about a year ago. Still doesn't mean I'm good at it. Again, I like to dabble in things for a short period of time. I'm definitely that person who gets really into something and then like moves on. Sometimes like things stick, but a lot of the times it doesn't. But one of them was game design. And what happened first is that I really wanted to make an RPG game. Like not a JRPG, I guess, but a lot of them, I think. Stuff that I was wanting to play. Stuff like Yume and Nikki, or like Ib, or something like that. That sounded like really, like a lot of fun. So I got like the RPG maker, and I spent hours on that thing. I ended up making nothing in the end. I never finished any game, but it was so much fun. I would spend so many hours on that. Abuse my eye emotions. Anyway. It's really cute though. I like all of them. But what was I saying now? Oh yeah. I was really into the RPG maker stuff. I think the only thing I got really far on, there's this one game that I made where you were a human and you ended up in a town surrounded by like, they basically look like either that Pokemon or that one Nintendo game, both Nintendo games. I think you guys know. Pikmin kind of feels like Pikmin, or not quite. Something like that. But you're basically in a town surrounded by those little guys. And I think you were trying to find like your dog or something because they took your dog. And you had to like kind of ask questions and get to know people to figure out where the dog is hiding. And it was definitely like a very weird game that I made. I think one of the characters you could actually romance. And I made like a whole cutscene on like a cliffside and it was very romantic. And then another one was like a shopkeeper that would scam you a lot. I was very invested, but I didn't even have like a plan for the story. I was just working on it. But it was so fun. And then after that, I was like, oh, I kind of want to learn how to make like games with code, because I think it would be fun to learn like coding. So I downloaded Godot, which is like this open source software for like game design, and I tried to learn that. I actually got pretty far. I made like very bare bones of side-scroller game, because I think that's where everyone starts. But I didn't get too much farther in that. I did try and like come up with a concept for a game with Mars, my roommate, but I think we got busy, and I think another part of it too was that I think we actually honestly had like a lot of clashes on like how we should get the game done, or like how the design should be. But we ended up coming up with like really cool stuff. The stuff that we did agree upon, we really liked. And I think they still are really attached to the characters now, because we did a lot of like character design. We did like the story, the kind of basic story that we had was quite good. I don't know if I should share it, because maybe they want to use it for other stuff, but maybe in the future. But it was really, really cool. I really like it. They did a lot of concept art for it. I think I mostly was trying to figure out the software. I was trying to do a lot of the coding, I think, because they already kind of knew a little bit about coding, so it wasn't too hard for them. But for me, I was too busy worrying about that. So they did a lot of the design and the concepts, and it looked really cool. So good. But I love like indie games and stuff like that. one indie game I really want to play is Yume. I'm debating if I should do that on stream as well. But I feel like it might be... I don't know how interesting it would be to watch. It is basically just like a walking simulator. But for somebody who's never played that game, I'm very, very invested. It's probably like one of my... not my favorite. It's definitely quite up there. But I've been thinking about RPG Maker games again, because I've been seeing it a lot. I think people have been playing Ib and Madfather a lot, so that's why it's been on my mind. I think it's because they signed a deal or something like that with some publisher on Steam. But it gave me such a throwback. I really enjoyed those games. Madfather is still super spooky. I don't think I saw anyone play Ib yet. I just see it recommended. Or I see a lot of VTubers playing it. You'd be surprised what people will watch. Watching someone's reaction to something is entertaining. That's true. There's a lot of like really weird stuff that I see. I still remember when like Pomu from Nichi Sanji, she did that one stream where she just sang the same song 101 times, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I think that's also how... what's that really big YouTuber now? The one that has like the burger shop and stuff? I remember he got somewhat popular, or is that what made him popular? He made that video where he was just like counting to 1,000 or something, and people were so entertained by it. Watch that whole thing. Went mad. But yeah, people will just watch whatever. I think, doesn't Twitch also have like its own section for like sleeping now? Because sleeping is such a big thing on streams. It's so surprising too. People actually like join in on those streams. I gotta be honest though, I think I have clicked on like a sleeping, not stream, but like a video. Like I've seen like 1 or 2 channels where they just literally just like film themselves sleeping, and I remember clicking because I was just so like curious. I'm like, what? Do you literally just sleep? They did just sleep. They did wake up a couple times, but that was about it. Yes, it's a category. Though, it's so interesting. Let me get the little mushrooms here before I forget. So cute. I feel like the mushrooms kind of growing out of all kinds of places on her is such a like smart idea. So it's spores and it just kind of grows everywhere, you know? It's really smart. I feel like my style's been very inconsistent. That's right. Oh, and there's also Illyra's Stanley Parable stream where she like tried to protect that baby from getting attacked from the fake fire or whatever for like 8 hours, right? You had to like press the button, and she was trying to press the button. I didn't watch that whole stream. I remember tuning into part of it because, again, I wanted to see if it was real, and apparently she was trying to do it. And I think they have like that new game too, don't they? Stanley Parable, like the newest version, Deluxe. I want to get it so bad. I was so into Stanley Parable at one point, but I think at the time I didn't have money for the game, but my friend had it, so she just played the character and I just told her where to go, and I had so much fun. Such a creative game. Should be good enough. Did she actually? I don't know if she completed it. I assume though, if the stream ended, she probably did do it. I don't know. But the stream was like 8 hours, so she might have taken like a bathroom break. Did she bring food and just like ate at her like computer desk? I don't know. I know she did do it. If you look at like her earlier streams, that was one of the first ones, I think. Maybe like first 20 or something like that. Yeah, people come up with interesting stream ideas. This is Magadeer's character design. Very cute. I didn't even realize it was Magadeer's because they've been in my chat, I'm pretty sure. And it didn't occur to me until like one of my roommates pointed it out. It's like, oh, isn't that like the guy? And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I got really excited. Oh, another really funny thing that I remembered seeing today. I saw on TikTok, I think it's part of like small business TikTok, but somebody was showing their like family business, and I recognized the girl there as like somebody I knew when I was younger, and she, oh, I think was part of the marketing for like the family business. I think it's actually her family though, but oh, I have to put the credits in. I think they also tagged her model artist. Let me do that here. But I was reading the comments and I realized she actually responded to her own like TikTok post, because it was like this really moving like family story of like humble beginnings, and she responded it something like wow, watch that whole thing, that was really inspiring. And I realized it was her, and I thought it was so funny, but it's smart. I feel like it makes sense, you know? Your comment's gonna be kind of mixed in anyway, and they can't really tell it's you, because I don't think she was even in that specific TikTok. But I thought it was so funny. Super smart. Anyway, that made me chuckle a bit. feel like Magadeer, like their design here, it kind of comes across like a little bit goofy, a little bit childish. I don't know what pose to do. I'm liking how this is turning out too. This has been a very successful doodle stream. These ears remind me of Final Fantasy, is it 14? 16? Something like that. That Final Fantasy Online game that people have been playing for a while now. I started playing recently because my roommate wanted me to play with them. And I was hesitant because I didn't want to spend money. Final Fantasy 14, thank you. But I didn't really want to spend money on like MMORPG. But I do actually like them. I played World of Warcraft years ago and I really liked it. But eventually I caved in and I was playing. And currently, oops, sorry, bumped you there. I'm playing like an elf, I think. But I accidentally made it a self-insert, I feel like, because I made the elf look really similar to me. I thought it was really funny. But really enjoying it. I actually like chatting with people on there. One of the first people I met in the game, they had this really cool dragon. I was like, whoa, sick dragon! And he gave me like 1,000 coins or something like that. And I was like, whoa! And I gave him my mushroom back because I didn't have anything else on me. I like just started playing. And he was like, thanks for the mushroom. And I was like, ah, sick. I don't know. I thought it was really funny. But everyone there is so nice. I like walking around and seeing their outfits and being like, oh, I like your stuff. How you doing? Where people are playing like their instruments in the game. never play MMOs. I always flake off them so easily. It's kind of like, you don't continue a lot, huh? And you'll kind of just forget about it. Yeah, I kind of get that. I think my favorite part, though, is honestly, like, the character creation. I also like chatting with people on MMORPGs. It's not really, like, the actual gameplay. It's just basically, like, what's that game? Like, Second Life? It's basically just like that for me. And I just enjoy chatting with people on those. There's no character creation quite like rolling stats and filling out a character sheet, eh? That's true. But yeah, I really like the character creation in there. Kind of makes me just want to play, like, years ago, there was like an MMORPG when like MMORPGs were like the biggest thing, like those web ones that like kids would play. And there was this one, I think it was targeted to like 14-year-olds or something like that. And you were like an anime character and you would play as like a knight or something like that. Of course, it depends on what class you were. I forgot what it's called. It might be something Scrolls, but I don't think so. But I had so much fun on that game. In that game, I actually really enjoyed the gameplay, but it makes me want to play that. I'm sure it's still around, I just don't remember the name. But I've always been a fan of them. Not like super intensely. I do fall off them quite easily, but I do enjoy like the beginning part. And I like the chatting. Did you say a browser MMO? Yeah, like a browser game. I'm pretty sure it's browser. One game I never got around to was MapleStory. I always wanted to play MapleStory, but I think at the time people were like, oh, that game will give you a virus, and I was so scared of getting a virus, so that never happened. Honestly, now that I'm older, I don't think it'll scare me as much, but yeah. I might know someone who knows it. If you do know the name, please let me know. You can just like DM me later if you remember. I'd love to know, because it's been bothering me for like, I think a couple of weeks now. It was also so funny with like the Final Fantasy when I started playing it. So many people just started messaging and they're like, you've been playing that game? Can I play too? And I'm like, I just started. I don't even know how to like add people. I don't even know what I'm doing. That was really funny. But a lot of people apparently play it. I just didn't know about it. Oh, the one I'm thinking of is Tinier Me. Let me look it up, actually. Never heard of that. Oh, that's so cute. You know what? I think I saw that game and I always wanted to play it, but I just never got around to it. I love, like, the art style. It's so cute. A game that I always played, though, like MMOs, it was like a browser MMO as well. It was called... Closed in 2012. Oh my god, 10 years ago. Was it 2012? Was it that long ago? I swear maybe I just heard about it recently. I feel like it wasn't that long ago. But... What was I saying? Oh yeah. I keep losing my train of thought because I get excited to read chat, but... I was really into this one MMO for like kids, and it was like pixelated anime people. It was called Vantage. That was probably one of my favorite games. I spent so much time on that game. I devoted so many hours. It's basically just like a social, like, site for kids to, like, hang out in. I remember I have had so many, like, boyfriends in that game, and it was so weird. Because I, like, legitimately thought, I think a couple times, like, oh my gosh, I have a boyfriend. And then I would see them for that one session of playing, and then never again, because you played on so many different servers, you can't see anyone who's online, you can't really, like, message people. I just thought it was so funny. And the biggest thing in that game is that people would get married, and they would just invite everyone to the wedding. So I've attended so many weddings, and I always wanted to look really cool in the game, because everyone had all these cool outfits. And of course you have to pay to look really cool, so that never happened. But I always tried to grind so I can get the cool stuff, because every now and then you can get something cool if you were lucky and you hit the right criteria. But that was like something really funny I remember happening a lot. I don't know if you guys also heard of Our World. I remember I played that game for a short period of time. I loved the mini games in that game. I think they had Diner Dash, like pretty much the complete version or something like that. And I would just go on there and play Diner Dash the whole time, and then occasionally talk to the people in the game. But then I realized they're like a lot older than me, so I'd go back to play Diner Dash. That was really funny. Oh, he's naked. Let me fix that. Oh, and this is like... okay. Cute! I like Muff, actually. Change it. Alright. Who is next? I think I'm almost close to finishing here. I think I have a couple more people. This is a VTuber food blogger. I thought that was really creative. I don't know any other VTuber food vloggers, but I think that's actually kind of fun. Let me see. Her at is Young. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I really want to check her out. I haven't gotten the chance to yet. I've seen her a couple of times now. On my feed, I think. Or my notifications. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn the glasses first. I'm gonna draw face first here. She's a little bit more relaxed, actually. I'm making her eyes quite open. There's a program that came out recently called V2Bridger or VBridger. Really want to try that out. But when I saw it, I was almost done my rig, or it was far enough where I didn't want to redo the mouth. But I did watch a tutorial on it, and I still kind of want to do it. So I'm thinking maybe in the future, I'll either re-rig my current rig, or maybe if I ever make a new rig, I can try that out, because it's basically supposed to mimic or use like Apple's face detection, and it's supposed to be a lot better for like mouth shapes and stuff and eyes. I think it's really cool, and it basically did everything that I remember really bothered me about like tracking and stuff like that when I first started making VTuber rigs. I'm like, oh, I hate how like you can't really do it in between shapes and stuff like that, but you could do that a lot better with VTube, or the VBridger. I keep calling it VTubridger, it's not. I feel like the tech for VTubers though is moving so quickly. I think everyone's been saying that. Are you talking about a different program? It's a program that you can use along with VTube Studio. It's called VBridger. But it's really cool because you can make your like 2D rigs. Basically moves really similar to 3D. I think I'm getting this gentle vibe. Ah, yes. Mouth movements. Yeah, you're just an eye, I guess, huh? It wouldn't be the most important. Maybe... it might be useful, maybe, because the eyes actually work, in my opinion, a lot better as well. I guess if you wanted to give, like, that blinking look a little bit more better tracking. I'm not sure. Even though my character, even though I am an anime girl, I actually really enjoy seeing a lot of the non-anime style VTubers. Like I mentioned Lubar, I really like your design a lot. It's super cool. I also really enjoy, there's this one VTuber, she has like a very realistic, like, look, I forgot her name. Ah, that sucks. But she's supposed to be like this really tall, like sexy lady, and she has like purple skin, I think. She's probably supposed to be some sort of elf, but her rig is super cool. I love it so much. And there's like another girl, she has like a little goblin, and hers is more cartoony. Hers is also really cool. But I like seeing those a lot. It's fun to see different styles. I also really like seeing like furry YouTubers. Like their rigs always look really good as well. I think it's because like a lot of like furry artists are just really, really good at drawing. So having the rig is kind of like a natural, at least to me, it's like a natural next step for them to make their art look more alive. But I really enjoy seeing those. Is it Simrai or Kimrai? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the person. I'm gonna look it up as well. I'm so terrible with like remembering names. I think it's because I just like bookmark things a lot instead of just trying to remember. Yeah, that's her. Simrai, I think. Dark Mistress. I love her so much. Super cool. I think she has like a lore video or something like that, or like a promotional video, and it was super cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of really cool VTubers out there. Oh, she has no eyebrows. Oops. Let me fix that. I'm gonna draw the glasses on a different layer. I always have a hard time drawing glasses on my characters. I think it's because the eyes are like so big. I'm always wondering how I should make it. But okay. And Who's next here? Let me draw. I think I have 2 left. I think I have Mars here, and then Lubar, and that's about it. So let me bring in Mars. So cute when Mars put down their reference when I've worked on their rig. I have like the actual files. I can just pull that up. I thought it was funny. Fog Mars, it me. Yeah, it's you. I actually really enjoy drawing Mars. I have a lot of Mars fan art. Should post that one day. But I really like drawing them because they had like a first design where it was a lot more like, it was less painterly, I think. It was much more like flatter style of art, and it really meshed with me. I think it's because it reminded me of like an old OC I used to have. A lot of them are facing the same way. My Twitter profile pic is my fave drawing from you. Oh, thank you! Really enjoy drawing you. How should I draw you? Because you're a little bit more cartoony as well. I want to make you more anime. Or kind of stay within that cartoony. Oop, sorry, booped you again. Draw me like a slug, just a blob. I already forgot how I drew you because it's been so long. Let me see. I'll draw you like a chibi style, I think. I think that's how I drew you before as well. I wish I was an elf. I really like elf ears. Yeah, I think you can tell that I'm a lot more comfortable now I figured it out. I'm like, wah, 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 wah. You have a lot of piercings, huh? You have little bar here. That's a really cute one. I wonder if I can get that on my lamb ears. Just two? Just 2 earrings? You have quite a bit here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty sure you have more piercings than me. I do. I have a lot of piercings. As you can tell, I'm really into it. I have the little dangly guy over here. Then I have another little dangly. Technically 2 of them. And a bunch of smaller hoops and stuff. I'm just whizzing by you, apparently. Isekai, Mars, Obsidian. How many more you got? I think I just have 1 more. And that's it. This one's a lot longer than I thought it would. Angry. Tiny angry. Yeah, I should make you angrier. I feel like more playful. Brr. Do not cross me. Rocket 3. Angry! Like Charmander. I don't think Charmander. Does Charmander get really angry sometimes? I think I got your energy quite well here. I gotta be honest. I'm very proud of myself. Love the fangs. Thank you. I feel like I should draw the tongue as well. Or is that too much? I'll leave it in. They technically have like the under ones. But I think it still works. I got the energy there. You do have like the top fangs. It's just not as visible. Let me get rid of that bottom layer for you. All right. sure. Or I started in the last one, I'm not missing anymore. Nope. Okay. Last one here. Oh, my fave is Soaking In. Yeah, I love how she turned out too. I think I got her, like, what is it? I guess her booba. I got her booba quite well. I think, what is my favorite? I really like how Mars came out, but I think it's because I'm so comfortable. I think second to that would probably be, I like Breath of Rain, because I was worried that I wouldn't have the right, like, energy there. I got pretty close, and I like how it turned out. I was really scared about drawing the two guys here, but it turned out a lot better than I thought. So I would like those two the most, I think. Ooba, you did great on that doodle. Thank you. Let me make it bigger. Did that do anything? I think it did. Cute, thank you. OMG, I just realized Lubar of the Void is here. I've not been paying enough attention. I love the rig. Yeah, super exciting, isn't it? How am I supposed to draw? You know, let's see. If I had a tough time with Mars, why will I have one with you, sir? Let's see. What should I do for you? I feel like you come off kind of spooky here, but honestly, I think you look quite cute. So, maybe I'll try and make you look more sweeter, maybe. I hope that's okay. It's just something about the big eye that really gives off like a gentle soul, I think. Need more space for all the little tentacle stuff. Ma'am, you have a strange sense of cute. It is kind of cute. It's the big eyes. You know? It's just going. How many do you have here? Quite a bit of tentacles. There's a lot going on here. I think I should have you float. Okay, well. With the blush mark and hard eyes, it's pretty cute. I think you kind of knew what I was gonna do, huh? There's so many tentacles. I need to map this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Gap? You mean like Gap Moe? and I'll have maybe... He really came in and he threw a curveball for me. I thought I was going to be drawing a lot of anime people, and then you just come in with a big monster. The tentacles aren't opaque. Oh, the tentacles that aren't opaque aren't normally seen. Ah, I see. VTube Studio and every keying function likes to get rid of them because they're too... Oh, they're too transparent. Oh, I see. Okay. That'll help simplify things a bit. This is very fun, though. I'm having a really good time. Oh, I see the vision. It looks really cute. Rest in peace. Maybe you're happy, I think. I just said I saw the vision and now I'm hesitating. I'm like, how would that many tentacles move? I think one of these here is probably like, or two of them I should say. Two of them are probably going to be more like a hand. And then maybe this one is more like ears, I would say. I'm like talking through my process right now. So I'm not really sure. You can see the numbers I drew. I'm trying to remember how many. Oh no, that is cute. What? It is very cute. I love how it's turning out. I like kind of... Oh, you have a little drip, chip, chip over here. Oh, that's really cute. Okay. This is turning out really good. Again, everything here, I keep thinking I'm gonna mess up really bad, and then it turns out okay. I think I just need more confidence. Oh, and they're all a bit drippy. Okay, we can do that. And then I think the one... Oh, there's another one here. I think I might go over this one more time, just so it's a little bit easier to read. I feel like a lot of these tentacles look a little bit confusing. I'm not completing the lines. Blush is actually indeed a hard eye. Oh. Let me see. Should I switch it to a hard eye then for you? I can do that. Seems like people want the hard eye. I will give them what they want. I think Mars also mentioned it, wasn't it? Very cute. Ooh, so nice. Okay. More drip. really splashing around a bit. Oh, and you have like the things coming out on the side. Okay. And you have another tentacle here, kind of chilling. Okay. And there's the two big ones in the back. Then after that, I think I can do one more round. Clean up, and then it'll look a bit easier to read. Oh, it's looking real cool. Thank you for submitting yours. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's so fun drawing everyone here. Ah. Okay. Let me do one quick cleanup. Sorry, I keep looping you guys again. I moved it back, but cuties. Yeah! I'm so glad I got so many fun designs. I was kind of worried, what will I get? I was worried that I wouldn't be able to draw them very well. And I think that was the biggest one. Yeah, I was worried I'd get some kind of like mecha drawing, or maybe like furry character. I'm not good at drawing furries, but which we'll call it, or mecha, stuff like that. So I was like kind of nervous, but luckily everything seems to be something I can kind of handle. I was actually, the one that I was most worried about, to be honest, was Chums. I was like, I don't know if I can beat that. That's kind of cute. Surprisingly, that was the one that really stressed me out. But I got that one out of the way first, and it looked really cute when I was done, so I was really happy. You're so good at drawing things cute, though. I hope so. That's what I like to draw the most, I think. And the guy comes down there. Oh, I keep forgetting about the little kind of pointy parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. And then connects down there. There's another. I think this pointy would come a bit lower. Probably be covered by the little tentacle there. I look like a student council president. Ability to turn anything cute is a talent, right? I hope so. I don't think I could turn anything cute, though. Let me see. You do kind of give off I think it's because I didn't complete her full outfit there. I think it's the collar. It's cute though. It's nice. It gives kind of like a youthful look to your design. It's me trying to save what I drew. I'd like to think of myself as cute. I think you're adorable. What's not to love about big, cute eyes? Cute tentacles, you know? It's very cute. Got a kind of thing going on here. Hearts actually screw me up a lot for some reason. I could take it too seriously. Just me talking about all the things I think too hard about while drawing. I feel like I enjoy the end process a lot more than doing it. Because when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I drew that. But in the middle of it, while I'm drawing, I'm like, I know. I just... Is that cheating? No, I'm gonna... Come on, just draw the heart. Don't think too hard. Just go for it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. You can make it work. There are tools to adjust it. There we go. Good enough. It is just a little doodle, you know, keeping it casual. Oh, and your tentacle actually connects from here. Like that. I like it. Looking real good. Needs a little drippy drip too. I didn't even notice the drippy drip until now. It's a nice detail. last tentacle here. Okay, I think I got it all. I think I might just, is this too much? Oh, whoops, colored the whole screen black. It's probably, yep. Let's see. I think it'll look good. We'll just do a little, a brush through, I guess. Just a quick, not too intense. That's okay. Yeah, that's about it. Just because it's a little bit more simplify. Let me make one more check just to make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think that's about it. Okay. Yeah, that was so much fun. I'm gonna probably post this right after the stream, but you guys can feel free to use these if you guys want. Just if you can make sure to credit at the very least, but use it for whatever you like. It is just a little doodle. Yeah, and I think that's about it. This went a lot longer than I thought it would, but I've had such a good time, such a nice evening, just chilling, chatting with you guys, talking about weird dreams and stuff. Yeah. Alright. Let me save that. VTuber Doodles. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining. It was so nice hanging out with you. Let me see if I have anything else here to say. I do have another stream on Saturday, so you won't see me for another 2 days. I'm playing the Fish Market, and probably a couple of other games. So if you guys want to join me on that, feel free. I think, let me just see really quick. I really want to try and raid somebody. I've been trying to figure it out the past couple of days. So, let me see if I'm fast enough here. But, it's been so fun chatting with everybody. And thank you for submitting like your PNGs for me to draw. Because it's been so fun. I love it's a little bit of a challenge. It's just raid / username. Okay, let me find somebody really quick here. Let's see. Ooh, let's do this person. Okay, I'm gonna raid this VTuber named Suko. Watched her a couple of times. She was really lovely. And let's see if I do it right. Ah, I got her name. Apparently I cannot because she is targeted for older audiences. I will choose... There's another person here I could probably choose. Let's see. do this other person. Me Melty. They seem kind of nice. They're playing Animal Crossing right now. Oh. Okay. Apparently, there's already a raid in progress. Okay. I guess it is working out. Okay. From what it looks like, I'm gonna be raiding Suko with you guys, but thank you so much for joining. Thank you for helping me out with the raiding and submitting your PNGs and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and raid her. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys Saturday. Bye bye.